I'm gonna try to do a map for a Legion tower, okay? Legion, they say, is one of the best Wrecking Ball maps because of the boops, and it's a control center. Ball is really good at it because... Okay, the first thing you need to notice is you can double boop people coming out of spawn, which is pretty good. You press W, grapple, stop fireball, and get another fireball. It's pretty useful. You don't need to double boop them. If the railings are destroyed, if they're rocking there, you don't actually need to double boop. I don't know exactly the range, but yeah, that's one thing. You can double boop. I fucked up, but you know what I mean. I've seen people saying that ball is good going from left side when the fight's about to start. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think ball is good in like small, like in places like this. But the main reason why I think you should use this rollout, when coming out of spawn, you should always lose this rollout, because it's very hard to stop you. Unless they have very good players, they have like a Sombra just looking at you, but at the beginning they never do that, right? So you always use that rollout to set up, and the reason why I want to do is that sometimes teams come here, right? If they come here, it's a free, they come from there and they come from here. Or sometimes they TP, right? So whenever they come there, you can just boop them off the map. And then another thing, I think this setup is pretty strong. Usually they set up there, and I feel like that's really strong. And when they do that, you can just boop and slam. And then get up. That's for this point. Well, since the map is symmetric, whatever works one side will work on the other one, right? So if players are there, sometimes they have a Lucio, you can just jump. You grapple, and you just jump. Jump after you get fireball, though. Okay, you can do that. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, you can also, like, kind of spin to win here. Can you? Oh, no, you can't. Fuck, I'm dumb. Oh, you can. You just need to grapple. You just need to grapple lower. If you grapple lower, you can hold the grapple and keep booping them. That's one thing. Another thing is you can also grab this ceiling, which is pretty good. And then the grapple is reduced, and you can contest the point a little bit. In this map, that's why this point is so good for Hamster. You always should look for boops, right? You never want to slam outside. You always want to boop. Never slam like here. You want to boop them. You hold the grapple and you boop. And then you go to the other side and you boop on the other side. If they are there, you can also boop. You hold the grapple. Never look for slams here. I mean, unless you have to slam off the map. I never tried it, at least. Oh shit, you can. What the fuck? Well, I just discovered a new tech. Well, apparently, but it's not useful. Why would you decide to do that? I mean, you can do it. You got jump after you get fireball, and then you hold the grapple. You need to jump after you get fireball, and you can do the same on the other side. I mean, I don't know if this is useful, but... Because sometimes it can be useful, you know, because smart players, they will hate here. They will wait here, right? Smart players, they won't pick. Because of that, you might be able to do this, actually. So you jump, you grapple, you walk forwards, and then you jump. You can also scout here, but I really like... On this map, I really like to enjoy scouting here, right? Just because if they come there, you can back up and boop them. But here, you want to scout here because I just feel it's better. There you feel like I'm so exposed, and I often need to back up. Because engaging here, it's not that good, right? Because your team, you're not in the LOS of the team. Now, engaging here, it's good. But usually they walk through there. You can also scout here, I guess. But once they walk through either this choke, never engage inside, though. I would never engage like there, because they're off their lives. I always engage if they walk through there. There is so many wall jumps here. Yeah, I think you can wall jump, because sometimes they'll hold high ground. You can wall jump here to the high ground. I don't know if that's useful. Sometimes widows are there. You can just grapple and fuck them up. You can also wall jump on this corner, I believe, yeah. But you can spin to win here. This can be really useful. Once they get to this choke, you can do this. You can spin to win here. I don't think you can spin to here, can you? No, you have to control it, but you can't. Okay, so you can also boop them from this window. Although, I wouldn't recommend that, because I feel like it's just easier to boop them like this. But hey, sometimes, especially in higher division, sometimes you have people that know how ball works, right? But this one looks cooler, I guess, if you want to do it. The way you do it is you jump after you get fireball, kinda. Well, you don't need to actually get fireball, but... That can be good. Just make sure you don't... I mean, you can let go of the grapple, but just make sure you need to slam after, otherwise you're gonna off the map. Again, never engage inside, right? You want to engage after they come in. Oh, you can go to the other side, for example. Or you can only do it to the... Yeah, you can wall jump to the other side. I've used that sometimes. I've used it. Because sometimes I use the grapple, like, in some situations I use the grapple to dismega, right? Otherwise I lose all my HP. And then they walking, you know that they're walking there. So you press S with wall jump and you go to the other side. That can be useful. And I'm guessing you can do the same to the other side. Oh, you can, but it's hard though. That one is hard. The thing is, when they walk through the choke, they either go that side and they either go right side, right? So if you're scouting here, like if you're scouting here, you know that they're gonna walk here, so you back up and then you boop them. But if you wanna scout the other side, you can also boop them. If you wanna scout here or there, if they walk right side, for example, once they are here, you can just boop them easily. You don't need to double boop them. It can be useful, although I feel like I'm not sure if you're gonna use them much because of like the scout and so, but you can use it. The best double boop in the game is this one. The same goes for the other side. The spawn camp double boop. They never expect it. This one is the best one because there is like that thing there, and there is a lot of space. That's the best double boop. In my personal opinion, either you set up here, if they walk left side, you set up here, because you want to be ready. You want to be ready to engage here. If you're setting up there, you need to walk all the way here, and it might be too late, I feel like. Also, you want to boop them there, so if they walk left side, it's better for you to go through here, because if you come out of there, they see you. Like, all of that, they see you. If you come out of here, look, they cannot see you, by the way. It seems like they can see you, but they can't. Like, you're literally behind the dragon, right? They can only see if they go there. If they go there, then you have to set up here and wait. I mean, here, setting up here is not that bad. It's not that bad. I sometimes set up here because then they don't see you. So setting up here is okay, but they can pressure you if they go high ground. If they go high ground with a lot of people, they have to back up. And just be aware that you need to slam there and boop there. So I don't recommend setting up there. I do recommend setting up here, though. Here, it's not bad. If you get boop off the map here, don't be afraid, just slam out. Sometimes they have Lucio or so, just slam it. Once they poop you can slam right away. I use this wall jump a lot. Because sometimes, for example, if they're walking through the choke, you don't want to set up here. Sometimes they're walking in, you want to be here, so you can actually slam it. Oh, another thing important about this map that I forgot about it. So whenever you lose a fight, okay, whenever you lose a fight, don't run it down main. So imagine, you fight, and then you lose the fight, so your team is coming out of spawn, right? But because you're faster, never go through here. Never, chat. Never go through here. Always do the rollout on the left side, okay? You lost the fight, you go all the way left side, and you pressure point. That's why ball is so broken on this map. You pressure point, and once we're capping, the enemy team is like, ball point, ball point, ball point. They fucking panic. And then when they panic, you hide away. And then they don't know what the fuck to do. And then your team will be able to walk in, right? Because that's the point. You want your whole team to walk in. So if you stay point, the whole team is gonna panic. Go point, go point. Sometimes you see Reinhardt charging to point or one of the healers trying to contest you. You did your job. And then you hide again and you keep pressuring. And then when your team is ready, you can go in and slam. Once you have mines, you can minefield point. So you have extra pressure on point. I think that's very important to have in consideration. If someone is hanging there, you grapple there, and then you jump after fireball, and you get tired. I think that's all. I think that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial on this map, or the things that I have in consideration. I'm sure there's more things, but those are like the basics.